G'day guys, down the creek. Meant to be down here with Frenchy today, but he's pulled the pin on me. So I've been stranded, you could say, I suppose. I'm already out here by the time I got the message from him saying, he said he was going to be running late, and then when I got here, I got a message saying that he's not coming out. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going to send him a little video as well, but I'll spin you around. Okay, so did a couple of test pans there and was nearly getting skunked, you know, like I had this good idea that it was going to be here, and yeah, I don't know, it just didn't pan out that way. I did a test pan here, and it got better, but there was a lot of clay. So I went up a little bit, and I did a test pan there, one test pan. And I'll show you what I got. So that's the lead. So, I don't know, 5 bits of lead. And that's the gold from one test pan. Alright, I'm going to have a bit of a play and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I thought before I start grabbing equipment and carrying it and all the rest of it, I'll do another pan. 3 more bits of lead and another monster. Alright, I think I've got enough ground to set the high banker up, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so got the high banker set up. I've had to pump some water downstream to the lowest point where I can pretty much sort of set up what I've done here. The bottom sluice isn't perfect, but it's going to be fine. Same there is a little bit of a just in case, more than anything. So I've got a hose here, it's about 1.5 meters. Got another hose that's about 2.5 meters. I've got another hose that's probably about 2 meters that's connected to the pump. And then the battery's here. So after those test pans, and what I'm going to be doing is, hopefully this area just here is going to be where all the tailings are going to settle and not get into that pump. Hopefully the water doesn't get too muggy. So 2 test pans there, 1 test pan here. So I'm going to continue on this area. I'm not going to go super deep. I'm just going to probably below it. So the gold wasn't as good there, but I just want to get this ground because I'm going to be standing on it anyway. So I'm just going to do this little area first and do a little run, and I'll show you the results. Alright, so you can see there's a lot of mud in here. This is not cleaned off, nowhere near. Alright, so you can see here, tons of mud, 100% not getting cleaned off properly. What I'm trying to actually do is scrape off the clay layer. So I said I was going to dig down here, and I just started getting into clay. You should be able to see that in there. So I went this way just to see how much dirt and clay. This is not cleaned off yet. All right. So I've dug that. You can see very small tailings pile. I've washed the gravels, and I'll show you what I've just got out of that little run now. Have a look at that. That's just monstrous. I'm going to get right into this. I've got to set up for the live a bit later. Yeah, there you go, flip the phone around. But yeah, I've got to set up for the live, so I'll, and yeah, don't forget that me. Alright, so important things that you want to be doing. So you're seeing the first little run that I did was here. I went right. I got some okay sort of gold there, but I thought I want to see how far out away. The bank is actually quite, this is a lower terrace and there's another terrace. Like where I'm in the creek, then there's a terrace just here. So I thought, let's go here and see if I need to stay tight there or if I can come out. So that's what I did. I've dug that area just there. It's pretty close to about the same ground that I dug there, and these are the results. So I'm going to continue on. I've got about an hour before I go live, and you will see the live. And if you've seen the live, or if you haven't seen it, because it ends up going private. That's just one thing that happens. Once it goes live, it goes private until it processes, and then I'll put it out to public again. So if you're lucky enough to catch it, then it'll be up later on in the day. Obviously, this video is going to be up either tonight or tomorrow. But it's just monstrous. This could be the best day on the creek high banking. So, going to go live very soon. So, if you haven't seen the live, you'll be seeing what's happened next once I finish panning this. Alright, so I've just pulled this out. Should be able to see some lead shot. Should be able to see that gold. I'll put it right in the centre. If I get too close, it stuffs up. That's gold. I see more gold down here somewhere. Down there, that's gold. It's a nice piece of gold, nice and reefy. All right, I'm going to pan this out, then I'll show you what come out of it, and I'll show you where I dug. Okay, so what I did was I went a little bit wider, and just dug up here just to this clay, just to this layer of clay. So I've got gravels on top that are about 1.5 foot deep, and then a clay layer. So my plan is I'm going to continue on up here, at least another 2 feet, maybe 1, I don't know, 2 feet. Let's just go 2 more feet to about here. I'm going to see if this here is bedrock or if it's just rocks that have dropped out. So that's going to be the next bit to get to. Once I do that, I'm then going to come back and come in and do this area here. What I'm doing is approximately 45-minute runs, and this is the last 45-minute run that I've just done. Alright, tons of lead, tons more just dropping out. So that's where I'm at, and there's a few more lead shot down here. So you can see they're rolling away. So that's where I'm at. And the live's going to start. Like, obviously, if you've seen the live, this is where I am, where I'm just about to go live. I'm going to suck this stuff up, set the camera out, and do a little dig. And you'll be seeing in the live, me digging. Alright, so if you haven't seen the live, go have a look at the live, you'll see what happened. So, I'll just take this out. That's the tailings from the live that I had in the mat. Now, what happened was, when I've got a drink, had a little relax before I started, left this mat over there. So now what I'm going to do is take out the first dream mat. Now, should be able to see just how much gold is that in that dream mat. So I'm going to pan this out and I'll show you what I got out of there. Then I'll put this back together. I'm going to leave the rest of it. There's no need to get that out. Yeah, so let me grab that. You'll be seeing me the results of that little run that I did, and the little run. So during the live, what I was talking about, I was talking about this bedrocky stuff. So I've dug to that. It seems like it is some type of bedrocky stuff that's now decomposed. So it might be just a bit of a slab, but we'll see how we go. I've got a few more hours to dig. I'll try and clean this up as well a little bit. There's the clay that I'm getting to, so let's have a look what's in the mat. Alright, so I've panned that dream mat out, and you should be able to see up here all the lead shots, all in here, heaps of them. It's like tons. Is that a bit of gold? I don't know, we'll have a look later. I thought that was a bit of gold. It's probably not going to be. Yeah, maybe not. But that's gold. That's madness. That's just from that little run. Alright. Going to snuff this up and put all this stuff back in, put the dream mat in. I'm going to keep digging. We are hitting 11:15. So it's been approximately 45 minutes. That was a half an hour dig. It's been about 45 minutes since the live. Alright, back soon. Alright, so that was that bit of bedrock. I've dug a bit there. I've widened this off a little bit. Just taking some gravels off the side. There's still plenty there I've got to scrape off. I've got to clean that so it's just clay, no more bits of ground on top of it. But I thought I'd better I'm pretty much doing about half an hour now and giving up. I'm not giving up, but it's getting hard. Just having a look to see if I can spot anything. But, oh, that was dumb. That was dumb, wasn't it? Like, a little bit of... I'll scoop that up later. I know it's where that stick is. Now I'll go for my little walk. So, yeah, I'm getting pretty buggered. I'm going to have to go up and get some more water again. We're probably sitting about, I'll have a quick tap of the phone to say, 11:37. So that run was about 20 minutes, this run. That's all I've done. It's starting to get to me. I started at 8 o'clock high banking, and now it's 11:37. So let's have a look and see. It's and like, obviously motivation is there because of the results, but I still am pretty buggered. Alright, I will sit. I need to sit this little pad somewhere so that I can still sort of see it, so I'll make sure that I'm panning over it. Alright, shake everything to the top, just get rid of that silt to begin with. And now we're just going to pan onto here. And it's only because I'm trying to show you and I want to get the results and not have to worry too much if some gold escapes, because it's obviously going back. Got to shake, get rid of some of that silt, suck some more water in, and then now I've just got to check where that pad is. right here. Beautiful. And then let's see if we can see some gold again. Oh yeah. I wasn't expecting that. I think I'm getting right onto it now. I'm really hitting a good spot. I'm not going to pan any more than that. I'll just reveal this. Just pan back. Have a look at that. Alright, that's not bad for a 20-minute run. Alright, I'll be back soon. Alright, little friend's come to join us. He's actually eating bees. Just munching on them. Alright, I suppose I better reveal what's come out of the last little run. It's where are we? 20 past 12. I'm nearly done, I think. I'm gonna just get some buckets and I'm gonna clean up the material I've got just above that clay and throw in a few buckets and run it at a later stage, and that's it. It'll probably take me an hour or two by the time I pack up everything and I'll be out of here. Alright, when I get down there I'll show you what I've done. Alright, still in the same sort of area. What I've done now is I've just gone along there. That's what I've taken out. One more run and then I'm going to pack up. Or do I just get buckets? I think I'm just going to get buckets, I think. So this will be it. Hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously there's going to be some gold coming up soon once I get home. I'll show you that, and then hopefully I'll get to the creek at some stage and we can run these buckets that I'm going to grab. So here comes the gold. Alright, I've cleaned it all up and dumped it out. Now I'm just waiting for it to dry. I just let it sit in the pan to dry, and I'll throw it on the scales and we'll see what we got. Alright, so 7.1064. It moves. 7.104. Now, I do have the Timu sluice that I have not cleaned out. I did see a few little specks in there. The other thing is, I have 2 buckets with about 8 litres of material in that I scraped off the bottom that was all knocked down. I had to do it all by hand. Oh, it's dropped. 7.104. I will weigh that stuff up and get it run in another video, and then we'll just add that to the total. But that's crazy. That is actually crazy.